Yes, I may be old, but I got to see a lot of cool bands. How about that vinyl community? George Allen here. Vinyl, LPs, and that hard plastic CDs. It's been an interesting week for me. I won a contest. Plus I received some cool stuff in the mail like this t-shirt. Also a mug. T-shirt and this mug. Courtesy of Steve at All the World's a Stage. Are you ready to rock and roll? And of course his logo on there, All the World a Stage. Beautiful mug. I've been drinking coffee out of it. I wanted to do an unboxing on a video, but when the box arrived, my wife received it and she said, "You got a box." I says, "Oh, somebody's supposed to send me a t-shirt." And she says, "Not a record or a CD?" I said, "No, a t-shirt." She said, "It's awfully heavy for a t-shirt." And I says, "Yeah, it's just supposed to be a t-shirt." And so she kept hounding me about it. Wait a second. Okay, we'll open it and I'll show it to you. Well, there was just not only this t-shirt, but some other stuff too, a t-shirt and this mug. So thank you, Steve, very much. I like that. And that got me to be thinking, who did I see? So I made a list. And let me set the mug down so I don't drop it. Oh, besides that, I did win a contest, and I'll get to the contest in a minute. I made a list, and it's entitled Bands and Artists I Remember Seeing, because I'm a little older, and in my youth, sometimes when I was attending these concerts, it was a little foggy sometimes, to say the least. So, here's who I remember seeing. Jay and the Americans, Stevie Wonder, Jefferson Airplane, the Rolling Stones, Procol Harum 3 times, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Allman Brothers, King Crimson twice, Argent, yes, twice, Steel Eye Span, the Kinks, Steve Miller Band, Edgar Winter Band, John Mayall 3 times, Azteca, Melanie, the Band, Robin Trower, Leon Russell, Spirit, Emmylou Harris, Woody Herman and the Thundering Herd, Fleetwood Mac, James Cotton Blues Band, Frank Zappa 3 times, B.B. King, Spyro Gyra, the Buckinghams, Mahavishnu Orchestra, Buddy Rich and his big band twice, Grin with Nils Lofgren, Randy Newman, Blood, Sweat and Tears. So, those are the ones that I remember seeing. And that was some pretty nifty stuff, I'll tell you. So that was the list I just put together in the last 24 hours. So I kept thinking, I can't show the t-shirt without naming some of the cool bands that I saw. Now to the contest. So, Vinyl Talk with Tavis. I won this contest. And I told him I'd make a video of something I bought with my winnings. And I was really inspired when he pulled the name. He was playing with his niece, James Brown, live at the Apollo. And that brought me back to my young days. I was first learning how to play the drums. And my drum teacher was a cool dude, young guy. He was just a few years older than me. And so he was telling me, he says, "Listen, George, if you want to learn to play some funky beats, you got to go to the record store and get, oh, my mind just went, Cold Sweat by James Brown." And I said, "Cold Sweat by James Brown?" I says, "I like playing along with the Rolling Stones and stuff." Because he told me to, play along with records when you're at home, instead of just learning this stuff out of the book. So he said, no, he says, you own fucking stuff. He said, you gotta get listen to Cold Sweat by James Brown. He said, that Clyde Stubblefield, man, he's really a cool drummer. Okay, so I went to the record store. He said, and I get it, this record, and here it's like 2 parts, you know, side A's, part 1, side B's, part 2, and it was some different drumming. It wasn't like anything, you know, that Ringo Starr or Charlie Watts was playing. I loved it. So that made me think, so I went on Amazon, the winnings, part of the winnings, because I told him, Tavis, that I said, you know, there's some stuff on Discogs I want to get. And I ordered something on Discogs, but you know, you get anything on Discogs, like eBay and them, it takes a couple weeks to get. When I went on Amazon, I found something that I wanted because years and years ago I had a CD of this. But now they have an extended version of James Brown, Say It Live and Loud, live in Dallas. Because they do a very, very good version of Cold Sweat on this. And of course with Amazon, you get a free download. So even before this shipped, I got a download on this, and it is an excellent, excellent sounding record. They did a wonderful, wonderful job of remixing this, adding a whole bunch of extra stuff, and I'm really glad. This was a good use of the money, and can't wait to play it. Like I said, I've listened to a bunch of it already, and lots of great music, great drumming, great singing by Soul Brother #1 James Brown. So that's what I got. So good week for me. I got a great coffee mug, great t-shirt. You got to hear all the bands I've seen, and man, George Allen's really made out this week. So I hope you have a good week too. Good weekend coming up. Since today's Friday, stay safe, stay healthy, and listen to a lot of good tunes. That's it. Over and out.